Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Krista, and you are watching Heart to Heart with the Breakfast Club. We are all digital business owners and work online. Our intention is to have open dialogue about various subjects and hopefully get you thinking. Please keep in mind we are expressing our opinions and drawing from our own experiences. We value everyone's opinions and beliefs and would love to hear from you. Our topic today is financial planning tips for investing in an online business. Because this question has been asked to me a lot and it seems to be a pain point for people, I thought I would address it. So, investing in an online business can be a lucrative opportunity, but requires financial planning. Here are some essential tips to help you navigate the process effectively. Evaluate your finances. Begin by assessing your current financial situation. Understand your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. This will give you a clear picture of how much you can afford to invest without jeopardizing your financial stability. The standard is to ensure you have an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses in reserve. Define what you aim to achieve with your investment. Are you looking for a quick profit, or is this a long-term strategy that you're looking for? Having clear goals will guide you in your financial planning and decision making. And just to clear it up, this online opportunity is not a get rich quick scheme. This is the long-term goal for sure. Conduct through thorough research. Watch all the available information sessions that we offer and do your own research as well. Understand the potential for growth, and that's what it is, growth. It's long-term growth and longevity, and that's what you want. You want something that for years to come you'll be able to rely on. But do your research to find out. Create a detailed budget. Startup costs. List all the costs required to start the business. This may include website development, marketing, inventory, software, legal fees. For our business model, all these tools are included in your $149 US initial fee, and you hold no inventory. Ongoing expenses. You have to take into account the reoccurring expenses such as web hosting and advertising. Explore funding options. Personal savings, you can use those. Can be a straightforward way to start up your business, but ensure it does not deplete your essential reserves. There's also loan and credit. You can consider a small business loan, lines of credit, personal loans. Those are other ways to start up your online business. And plan for taxes. Understand the tax obligations for your country. Yes, we have to pay taxes. This is a legitimate business, so we pay taxes. So just so you know that up front. By following these financial planning and budgeting tips, you can set a solid foundation for your online business investment, manage risks effectively, and increase your chances of achieving financial success. So let's go to the girls and see how they manage to invest in our online business. Okay, Pam, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. And she picked me first. I said,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
going
it's
to let
because
you what
on the
anybody.
bottom, I looked on the bottom and you were first, and then I looked up and I thought, oh, it's Elena, but I already said your name. So you're on the hot seat. Yep.
Okay, well, financing and your business. Well, I am a former brick and mortar business owner. And when I financed for my brick and mortar business, I used up all of our savings.
Mm-hmm.
And needless to say, we had no 3 to 6 months in security for our future bills, because if something slipped up in my brick and mortar business, we were gone. But we went through that stage and we used up what we had. And when the economy went downhill and there was out migration in our communities, we were forced to close our doors, which left us with a debt. Now, a few years later, I come by this online business. And when I watched the webinar and I saw what was entailed in this business, I said, I need to talk to somebody. So I booked my coaching call. My coach then gave me the options of how I should come into the business, what I should do for my finances. Yes, you have to see that you have enough there for advertising. You have enough there. While it don't cost you much to get into the business as a brick and mortar business, because we invested thousands into that. Into our online business, you can come in as small or as big as you like. And there's, like Krista said, there's all kinds of options on how to get in. Yes, if you have savings, you can use your savings. If your husband got a credit card and he's kind enough to let you have it, use that. Or you can ask your coach, because sometimes there is financing on the inside. And they will give you all those options on what to do and how to do it. Some people come to the business and they say, I can't afford that. I just can't afford it. I can't see how I'm going to do it. Well, when I was asked what I could afford when I came into it, I said I could afford like probably $300 a week, which I would have to go probably and get a second job, because while I do have 2 part-time jobs now for the summer season, and that helps me finance my business. And that will help you get it going and help you with your advertising and everything. But you have to know your ins and outs first. Don't come into it blindsided and think, okay, I can do this. I don't need very much money. Well, some people don't do advertising. Some people do free ads or whatever it is. They do their business cards. They post messages, posters around the community. There's so many things to help you build a business, but you need to know what's entailed before you get in here, because it is a business and you have to invest. So just know your ins and outs, know what you can afford and what you can't afford. And like we say in this business, anybody can do it. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way. I just did a trip, a bucket list trip of a lifetime. Not in a million years did I think I'd be able to do this trip. Ireland, England, and Scotland. I was gone 3 weeks. But you know what? If you want something bad enough, you will find a way. Thank you, ladies. Have a great day.
Thank you, Pam. Lots of great points there. Yes, the main point is do your research for sure. And then you'll know that you're getting into a legitimate business, and everybody's costs are different. Like you said, some people advertise, some people don't. Some people grow their business organically through their pages. So it's totally up to you and how you want to grow your business. Okay, Elena, your turn.
Good morning, everybody. Well, Pam, you pretty much covered it. Yes, like, you could do it organically, which is great. But besides the financial, what I always say, like coming from a brick and mortar business, my husband has one, and we've learned in the past is always put some money aside for your taxes. Like, it's one thing to budget, to using your savings or your resources of other means, if you have a side job or anything like that. But because Krista mentioned earlier, this is a legitimate business, so we will be paying taxes, and that usually comes in a form, in Canada anyway, we get our T4As, and I'm not sure what it's called in the States or anywhere else, but basically you get a tax receipt, and that's when the government says, okay, you've made this much money. So I always say to just keep 20% of what you've earned aside, apart from anything else, and so that you're ready for that moment. So you have to budget that into your, with your advertising. And because we're not a brick and mortar business that have these overhead expenses, I mean, basically the only thing we have is our Wi-Fi, our laptops and our computers, which is, one-time purchase, hopefully. So, our expenses are not as high as it would be as a brick and mortar business. So keeping in mind, like, again, Krista said, with taking care of your assets and your expenses, and the bottom line will give you what you are able to afford. And then you can, like Pam said as well, is that, by talking to the coaches, they have a strategy to help you figure out what works best with your budget as well. And, also with the traveling, that's made my life a little easier, because that's one of my whys that I started this business, that I want to be able to travel when I want, unscheduled, and not to be able to ask, can I take these 2 weeks off? So this year I've already had 2 trips, and looking forward to another one, which the business is really helping me do this along the way. And keeping focused on your budget is so important. Thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Yeah, some more great points, and that's wonderful. You're getting to travel so much. That's the reason we get into this business, is to be able to do what we like to do. And my thing right now is my grandchildren. I'm right in the middle of my grandchildren growing up, so I spend a lot of time with them. But I have that time to do that, right? So yeah, so do your research again. Be prepared. Know that this is your business, and you can invest as much or as little as you want. And yeah, and just go from there. Okay, Jessie.
Good morning, ladies. It's nice to see you all again. Financing into our business. I think both Pam, Elena, Krista, you guys have said it all. Researching is very important, because you want to know the business you're getting yourself into. You want to understand it and see the value that you are going to get out of it. So it's important to do this research. Once you've done your research, it goes back to budget. We need money to make money, and investing is important, right? So nothing is free. It's either you invest your time or you invest money. And if you're building a business, you will invest money and your time. So you have to assess your finances. When I joined the business, I wasn't in the most comfortable place financially. I had to get a part-time job. And that's when I realized that I needed to find something that would, for the long term, ideally. And also, my why were my children, and are still my children. And so I had to do what I needed to do, knowing the value that this business has to offer. And I spoke with my coach, and we went through the various options available, as it has been mentioned here. And that's how I got started. It didn't cost me, a lot of money, but I did make some investment, and now I'm investing my time to build the future that I want for myself and my children. And I'm happy to share that I'm even able to pay for my son to go on a school trip to Ottawa, and he's excited. And just seeing that excitement alone just checks all the boxes for me, and gives me the more reason why I'm here. So yeah, it's important that we look into what we're doing, look into your finances, and revisit your why. If the reason why you choose to be in a business, if that is strong enough, you would find a way and make it possible. Thank you.
Great advice, Jessie. I love that. Revisit your why. Yeah, that was a great point, because that's what keeps us going, is our why, right? And if it's something that you really believe in, you'll make it work. You'll make it work for yourself. And this business has so much potential. You just have to believe in it and do it. That's it. Okay, so thank you very much. All right, Raquel, your turn.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good evening from here in Australia. Financial planning tip for business. For me, you must keep your personal and business expenses separate. You can open a dedicated bank account or credit card, or maybe also PayPal account. These these accounts will help you track your business expenses and income easily, and you have to avoid combining personal and business funds as well. And it is the preparation for for accountant is make it for them. It's easier when they do the tax preparation, and build business credit and credibility, and limit personal liability and risk. By separating these finances, you will gain a clearer picture of your business financial health and make informed decision to drive financial success. So that's only it for me. And remember, investing in an online business requires persistence, of course, patience. We have to have a lot of patience and willingness to learn and adapt. I think that's it for me. It's a little tip from me. That's all, Krista. Thank you. That's all I can think. I think
Right.
uh, for
No,
now.
that
Thank you.
yeah, that's great, Raquel. You had some great tips for everybody. Yeah, separating your business from your personal funds is excellent advice. Yes, that was great. Okay, Shanaz, your turn.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for all the explanations. So, since you guys all were bring the attention to the part of how to lay out that financial situation, I'm going to take your attention in a different direction almost. I'm coming from background of the I used to own the three different time. So I know what is the cost of the having your own business as a offline. And when I got introduced to this business, considering my why and the situation I was in, I was very serious. I didn't want anything to stop me from getting what I want. So for that reason, I got my coaching call and I'm going crazy because I don't have the money to do my investment. But comparison to the businesses I had, this was truly, truly nuts. Where in the earth you can have a maximum of $14,000 investment and to make over 1 million? Where can be exist such a thing? So I was very sad yet very irritated, angry at myself. So I called the coach and I said to the coach, you know what? I am so willing to start this business. I am ready right now, but financially I am tied up. And I know how much monthly payment I can afford. So she said, oh, if that's your case, I don't know the detail, but I can direct you to the financial aids of our company, offering to the people who they are willing to start that way. So that was like the gift of heaven. I went to that part and little knowing who is this company offering the financial aids, because you want to trust them, you want to believe it, they are right one. You are not starting to create the trouble for yourself because already you're coming from the very dark side of being hurt from the other businesses. So as soon as I asked, who is this offering? And that was another icing on the cake, because I find that the company offering this have a very high reputation, and it is from my actual business, which I am professionally study and I'm a licensed to practice, knew this company. So this was a great for me peace of mind if I'm getting involved, how greatly secure is my involvement, how much I can trust them, how much is real. So I don't need to worry. It's almost like everything was on my path prepared for me. I was very grateful when I knew who is this company and I start my, contract with them, and they ask how much you can pay monthly. I tripled that because I knew this business is going to help me very soon within 1 year to pay off. And I did it. I paid off my financial need when I was, asked, and there was provided for me, which is totally separate from the company. Just the company advises, this company we know they offer, so you can directly connect to them and see if can be done for you. It was a great help. I am grateful for the opportunity, and now I don't regret. I am so happy. I feel I am lucky for the opportunity. Yes, as you guys, all the lady brought up all the technicality, how important is when you are starting this business as a financial to keep in your mind the costs. But yet to start, I didn't have that niche to go to it. And here was ready for me to use that and start my business. I'm grateful, and I advise everyone who they feel like they need financial advice is the only thing holding them back. Here we go. We have in here 100% secure, high reputation company, and you don't need to worry. That's all I can say.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Shanaz. Yes, and again, it comes back down to research. Research your options. Watch all the available webinars. Talk to the coach, because there are different financial options depending on your country that you're coming in.
Yes.
I know through Canada we have different financial options, but I don't know what they are through the different. They vary per country. So you have to do your research, but there's options there and they're available to help you start the business. And this is such a wonderful business to build for yourself, because it's long term. It's not
Absolutely.
a short term business. So thank you so much, Shanaz.
My pleasure.
Okay, so there you go, everyone. You heard some really great points. And I hope you enjoyed our discussion and it gave you some food for thought. If you are interested in working with some amazing mentors and are open to finding out more, register for our free live information session happening tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the website of the person's page you're watching from and register, or send them off a message and they will make sure you get the website to register. A replay is available as well if this time frame doesn't work for you. A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Dave Ramsey. So there you go. I'm signing off. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.